Hi everybody, I'm Kayla Best, in case you don't know who I am, and I'm going to tell you guys the 3 ways that we can use Young Living's essential oils. The first way is my absolute favorite. It's aromatically, and I'm going to demonstrate for you guys how to use the diffuser that comes in your premium starter kit, because sometimes people are a little confused by that. So, hopefully you can see well. Here's my home diffuser. So it has a little lid, you just take the lid right off. I use distilled water. You can use tap water as well every once in a while, but it's best to use distilled if you can. There's a line in here, I just fill it to the line. And then I'm gonna do a combination that's called the Uplift and Unwind, and it's Stress Away and Peppermint. So I'm gonna do 4 drops of Stress Away, straight into the water, and I'm going to do 3 drops of peppermint. 1, 2, 3. All right. Then I just replace the lid, turn it on, and you can either turn it on to the first setting, which will run continuously for about 3 to 3.5 hours, intermittently for about 6 to 6.5 hours, or you can do either one and turn the light off if you want to use it at night or during the daytime you just don't want the light on. But we're going to run it continuously right now so that you can see it going back here. So that's the first way you can use it aromatically. And I personally love to use my diffuser because it fills the entire room up with the smells and the health benefits of these oils. It takes 22 seconds to go from the nose to the blood-brain barrier, and it takes about 3 seconds after that to reach every organ in your body. So aromatically is a really good way to get those oils in there and get them to work. And a lot of people wouldn't think that they would really get in there and do anything just smelling them, but they do, especially for emotional health. I find that inhaling the oils helps me much more than using them topically, because it's getting in there faster, it's getting to work, and it's just helping me relax. Right now, I mean, I just turned this on and I can already smell the oils really well. It smells amazing in here. My friend Brittany actually called it like a mint chocolate chip cookie, and she's right, it really does smell like a mint chocolate chip cookie. And you don't have to do a combo in the diffuser. You can diffuse one oil, you can diffuse multiple oils. I usually start with maybe 3 to 4 drops of an oil to see how I like it in the diffuser, and then if I need to add more, I can. If I put too much in, then I can always take my diffuser and I get a glass jar, and I'll pour my oils out into that glass, or the whole water out into the glass jar. And once I do that, I can add more water to the jar and then pour some back into the diffuser, and it kind of dilutes that oil down a little bit for me, so it's not as strong. So there's always that option if you do have too much on your hands and you feel like, you know, it's a little too strong for you right then. You can also just take a bottle and inhale it directly. So if you're having a headache or nausea or anxiety and you just need something fast, this is a great way to get it fast. Open it up, sit there and smell it for as long as you need to. I also like to do this. Drop it in my hands, rub them together, and sit there and inhale. One of the ways that I use it a lot is to add it actually on my wrist, and then I'll sit there and smell it on my wrist for a while. That's something that I do whenever I have a lot of anxiety. I'll hold it on my wrist, and I'll just sit there and do like deep inhales, and within a couple of minutes, everything starts to relax. I start to feel better, and I don't have to inhale it anymore. But it's also on my wrist, so it's on me topically, so it's going to stay with me longer. You can also put some drops on a cotton ball or a clothespin and stick it on your air vent, especially in the car. It's a really great way to get those scents going in the car, and it'll help, you know, everybody relax. If you're having nausea, you could do peppermint. It'll help everybody feel better and less queasy. So there's a lot of ways to use the oils aromatically. You can also get a handy dandy diffuser necklace, and these come, you can get ones that are made out of felt and things like that, but this one comes with a little pad that I just apply the oils to, close it up, and then I have my diffuser with me all day long. And I can sit here and smell it straight from here, or I can let it just hang down here and I can smell it from here as well. So that's aromatic use. Now, internally, the best way to use your oils internally is to use them in veggie capsules. This is a veggie capsule. You can see it pulls apart. You just got a little half and your big half. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you guys how to use them internally with a veggie capsule. What you'll need is you want your oil and you want your carrier oil in a glass dropper bottle so that it's easier to drop in there. If you were to take your carrier oil, this is my grapeseed oil, which is in my dropper bottle. If I were to try to pour this, okay, that's going to be a huge mess, right? So you can get glass dropper bottles from, I got mine at my local health food store, but you can get them online too. They're pretty easy to find and they're not expensive. So I have both of those things ready. However many oils I'm putting in my capsule, I go ahead and I unscrew the lid so I'm ready to go, and you just drop it in. So this is grapefruit. I take this at night. I do 5 drops, and then I fill the rest of it up. You can see that's how much I put in. Put about 5 drops in, and the rest of it is empty. And I'm going to fill the rest of it up with my carrier oil. See, no mess. Everything's in here. I'm going to put this on, give it a shake, and I'm going to take it. Grapefruit helps to boost your metabolism, so I'm taking it to boost mine and help me, shed the rest of the baby weight. I had a baby a year ago, and we don't all bounce back super fast, so this helps boost my metabolism. So I'm going to take it with water. Done. I don't taste it. The carrier oil helps to, make sure that you're not going to just sit there and burp up oils, because anytime you're going to take anything, eating food, drinking your drinks, if you're going to start burping, you burp up what you just, ate or drank. So to avoid that, that's why we add the carrier oil to help minimize that. Now, you can also add your oils to a glass of water or a stainless steel cup. You want to make sure you're only using glass or stainless steel so that you aren't risking the citrus oils breaking down the petrochemicals in plastic or styrofoam. Now, some people hear that and they're like, well, if they do that, why would I want to drink them? It's not going to hurt you. What happens is the citrus oils break down the petrochemicals, and in our fat cells, we store petrochemicals because they have nowhere else to go in the body. So our fat cells encapsulate that and hold on to it. So you're just holding on to those nasty chemicals and toxins in your fat cells. So when you take something like lemon, it helps to eat away those petrochemicals and flush it out of your body so you're not holding on to that anymore, and you're going to detoxify your body. So it's a really cool thing. But if you happen to put it in plastic or styrofoam, that citrus oil could break down your cup and leave you with a mess. And even if it didn't eat through it right away, which it won't eat through it that fast, but it will eventually, it's pretty nasty to drink in more petrochemicals. You're not, you're counterproductive there. So glass or stainless steel. You can also take some, I'm not going to do it right now, but you can drop it directly under your tongue and drink some water, or you can take something like peppermint and put it on your thumb and push it to the roof of your mouth if you're having nausea or headaches. That helps. I like peppermint or Digize. If I'm having indigestion, I put it under my tongue and then I just swallow some water with it. It gets in there really fast if I don't have a capsule with me to take it. If you are on any medications, you want to consult a doctor before taking them internally, just because some medications could interact with oils, not all, but you want to be safe. So if you are, seeing a physician and you're on medication, just say, hey, these are the oils I would like to start taking internally. Is that okay? And they'll give you the go ahead or not. To know if it is safe to take the oil internally, look at the label. On the label, I don't know if you can read it very well, but it says dietary supplement. If it does not say that it is a supplement, do not take it internally. So the ones that I have right here are grapefruit. It is a dietary supplement. Peppermint is a dietary supplement. And Stress Away is also a dietary supplement. So those are safe to take internally. But you want to take something like Pan-Away internally because it is not a dietary supplement. So just check your labels and be safe. When you take the oils internally, They metabolize out of your system within 2.5 hours. So if you're fighting off something, if you're starting to feel sick and you're going to fight it off with thieves or fight it off with frankincense or oregano or any of the immune boosting oils, take those capsules at the first onset of any illness and continue to take them often. You want to take them, at least every 2.5 hours since they metabolize out that quickly, but a little bit sooner if you can so that it's not all out of your system and giving that nastiness a chance to come back. So that's internally pretty simple, right? The last thing is topically. Now, topically is really simple. Topically, you want to just take your oils and something like Stress Away. Okay, so I have 2 bottles of Stress Away. This is my new bottle. It has a nice pretty label, and it has no roller ball on it because this is how they come. So you can take it like I did earlier, drop it in your hands or put it on your wrist and rub it together. That works. You could put them on your fingers and rub it behind your ears or down your neck, or if you're having pain and you want to put them on your back, you like Panaway and peppermint, you just put it on your hands and rub it where you need it. If you want to use your roller ball that comes with your kit, you get one of the roller ball filaments and a black cap that goes with them. And this is what I did with mine. I took out the Monomizer. So all you do to that is you do this with your lid and it pops right off. I'm going to put that back on though so I don't spill it. There we go. And it goes right back on in there. And then you would put this ball right on top. Now, a lot of people don't do it correctly and they go to use it and it falls off and all their oil spills out. You have to make sure this pushes all the way down and gets in there, but you don't want to sit there and just push and push and push. Push it in a little bit, and then you take your cap and you twist it on, and you'll twist it on nice and tight, and you'll hear it go click or pop, and that's when you know that that lid is down, that filament is in there, and it's gonna stay. So there's also videos about that. You can YouTube it if you need more, a visual where they actually do it for you, so you can, have a better understanding. But this is something that I wear pretty much every day as perfume. It's very uplifting for me. It's very calming for me, and I really like the smell. It smells like a tropical paradise. So I put my filament on there. So all I have to do is take it and go roll it on, and I can rub it together, and then I can take it and I put it on the back of my neck, and I just swipe it there and swipe it behind my ears, and I'm good to go. I don't have to rub it in or do anything because it's already all set for me. They also make, Young Living has some blends that are already in roller balls for you. This is Tranquil. This one's good for anxiety. And it is a blend that's already diluted, and you don't have to worry about using any carrier oils or anything with it, but see, it has that roller filament. So I can apply that one topically really quick and easy. I carry it with me. This is my purse, my bag that goes in my purse. And the other one that I have is Deep Relief, but there's also Rutabaga and Breathe Again that are already in rollers. Oh, and Stress Away comes in one of these as well. So these are really good to have on hand because they're already mixed up. Deep Relief is good for pain, Tranquil is good for anxiety or sleep, and they're really good that you can just swipe them on the go. If you are using an oil that is considered a hot oil, or you're putting oil somewhere where you have like sensitive skin, like your face or anywhere that is sensitive on your body, you want to use a carrier oil. So peppermint is a hot oil, so I would use either coconut oil, and I want to use virgin coconut oil, organic, and unrefined. See if you can see that. Unrefined, organic, virgin coconut oil. That's the best kind to use, not necessarily this brand, just those things you want to make sure that's on your label. Coconut oil is a solid. See that? Nothing's coming out because it's solid. What I do is I get it, I get a little bit in my hand, and a little bit goes a long way, because watch this. See that? I put it on my hand, I rub it together. Now can you see my hand? It's kind of wet looking. And my hand's over here wet looking. It's because it melted, it goes a long way. I would then just take my oil, drop it in my hand, and wherever I'm having issues, say Peppermint is, for me, I have, I guess, sensitive skin. So I don't use it neat very often, which means using it without a carrier oil. So if I was having stomach issues or nausea and I wanted to put it on my belly, I would do like I just did. And I would put my hand on my belly, rub it on there, or rub it on my back for pain. And it goes a lot farther with a carrier oil. So that's, if you're making up like a pain cream, you want to use a carrier oil so it stretches farther. But that way it's diluted. It's not going to be straight on my skin, which would cause some irritation. Thieves is a hot oil. Peppermint is a hot oil. Panaway can be a hot oil. So you just want to make sure you're using a carrier oil to make it easier for you. Another one, like I said before, grapeseed oil. You don't have to just use this internally. It's great to use topically as well as olive oil or sunflower oil, safflower oil, anything. If you are using them topically, you can put them anywhere on your body except in your eyes, ears, and any really sensitive areas of your body. Like, you don't want to do that because it can cause a lot of burning. If you accidentally rub your eyes, take your carrier oil, get a glob of it, and wipe it over your eyes to get that oil out. Oil and water do not mix, so if you just try to rinse it out, it's not going to work. It'll just make it burn worse, so use your carrier oils. If you want to use something for an earache, take it and put it on a cotton ball and set it on your ear opening. Don't directly drop it into your ears. Kids need more diluting than adults, and babies need even more dilution than kids. A great reference guide to know what to use for those guys is Gentle Babies. This book tells you what to use and how much to dilute it for kids and for babies and for pregnant women. So make sure you're diluting properly for children because they do have more sensitive skin than we do. This is a great book for adults as well, the Essential Oils Pocket Reference. You can look through here and find something that you need an oil for, and it'll tell you, you know, how to use it aromatically, topically, or internally, and what oils to use. So that's a great way to get started there. When you take them topically, it takes 2 to 3 minutes to enter the bloodstream, and if you put them on your feet, which is where your VitaFlex points are, it takes 20 minutes to reach every organ in the body. The feet have the largest pores on our body, and they're also the least sensitive area. So if you are in doubt, put it on your feet. I put it on my daughter's feet all the time. Like I said, she's a year old, so I don't use them, you know, on anywhere that I feel like would be too sensitive for her, but I'm always good putting it on her feet. So it gets in her system, it goes where it needs to, and it's not going to be a sensitive area of her skin. You can also use them topically if you want to in the bathtub. But don't just drop your oils directly in the water. Like we said, oil and water don't mix. So use something like Epsom salts. Put your oils in your Epsom salts and stir it up and then drop that in your bathtub. It's fantastic. Stress Away in your tub is so nice. The Allergy Trio in your tub helps clear out sinus troubles. Panaway after a hard day or a hard workout. They're just fantastic. You've got to try it. You can also mix up things that you can spray on, like bug spray. This one is one I made, and I spray it on my skin and on my daughter's skin. So you can do things like that too. So as you can see, there's lots of great ways to use your oils. And if you have any questions, let us know. The next video is going to be about the oils that come in the starter kit, so stay tuned, okay? Bye!